want to address a couple of the emails that have come in, and so we can discuss them. This is a doctor here who writes, I'm assuming this is a doctor in new practice because of the way the question is asked. I've not been in practice for long. I don't know what that means. It could be a few weeks, a few months, but it can't be that long. I'm overwhelmed by the amount of responsibilities which I have in the office. Sometimes I'm not sure where to focus. At times, even though I focus on some of the problems and the challenges, I'm not sure where I'm going. All I know is that at the end of the day, I'm exhausted and not everything that I have gets done. What should I do? It's a good question. And that question, by the way, is not only from... This doctor happens to be a new practitioner. I can just tell by the way that it was written and by the way this was done. But it's not about that. The question comes in interestingly enough, in the way where the person feels overwhelmed because there are too many responsibilities. He's not able to break them down. This is perfect for the subject today. Indeed, if you feel overwhelmed, if you feel too many things are coming down to you, if you feel you're not sure where to go, I'm going to teach you 9 words of utmost importance. These 9 words should help you become the best doctor that you want to be. And I can tell you for a fact that these 9 words not only can help you grow, but they have helped me over the years overcoming so many obstacles. I've mentioned this many times. I have been sued, investigated, slapped left and right, everything that you can think of. 25 years of experience as a consultant, close to 10 years as a practitioner in 2 very successful clinics. I'm proud to say, not only have I survived all of these challenges and obstacles and bumps in the roads. People say at times, you go down the road and you feel a little bump. My road was full of bumps. I mean, it was like riding in Manhattan with a crazy car and everything just moving. But it was an experience. Everything that I've learned. So I had to come up with a concept, a protocol, a system that helped me make it through the day. And I've learned over the years, these 9 words have saved me many times from doing things which I wasn't supposed to do or getting me to where I needed to be. Here are the 9 words. The first 3 is break it down. When things get overwhelming and they become totally blurry in front of you, all these obstacles. My wife is calling me, she has an issue. I have a child who has an issue at school. I've got a problem with my office manager. I'm not sure what to do with this patient. I owe some money for a piece of equipment which I just bought. I have an issue with the billing department. I have received a letter from an auditing department that wants to know exactly what I'm doing. I have the landlord that wants to raise my rent. All of these things are coming at you, and I'm not sure what to do with that. Number 1, break it down. Break it down. All those things are happening, and it's true, it feels like they're overwhelming to you, but you have to know that nothing happens in this world without you having the ability to overcome it. Nothing, ever. It never happens, and it will never happen. So, by breaking it down, let's take one thing at a time. Take a pen, write down boxes and say, okay, what is it? And here's your number 2. Write it down. First 3 words is break it down. The next 3 words is write it down. Write it. What is it? The landlord. When does he want to raise the rent? And what is that about? My daughter. What should I say? And what is the issue? When can I deal with it? Write it down. By writing things down, it gives me the opportunity, the perspective to look at it from a bird's eye view. Just like a helicopter hovering around and looking and seeing, how do I manage this? When there are fires, God forbid, and we should not know from that, but think of it. When there are fires in certain areas, the very first thing that they do is they send a helicopter to hover around to see, how big is this fire? Where is it going? What's the direction? How strong are the winds? What can we do to circumvent that? What can we do to stop it? They survey the area. And that's what it means. By surveying your issues, surveying your problems, looking at it from a bird's eye view, writing them down, and looking at them by them broken down in sections, in categories, it gives me the opportunities to make a decision. And what does it do? Now that I wrote it down, and I know what I'm supposed to do, I'm going to analyze the problems one at a time. If I see the issue in that box right here that I've written, issue with my daughter, that's a personal issue. So what is it? You got into a fight, you said something you weren't supposed to, and your daughter now wants to live home, and that's it. I want to split from this house and never to come back. Or is it a 3-year-old not doing very well, having an attack and was taken to the hospital, and what should I do about that? Or is it something that has to do with your manager, and she is your daughter? What should you do? The fact that this is a personal issue, deal with it as a personal person. Meaning, I'm going to handle this. When should I speak with that person, with that daughter? When should I do that? If the kid is in the hospital, God forbid, then let me meet with the doctor. Let me see what they have to say. If it's my daughter and she's having a personal issue because she's an adolescent and she's trying to grow, when can I meet with her? Maybe I should go with her on the ride. You know, it's interesting. As my children were growing up, every single Sunday, I took a different child. I've had many children. I have 7 children, thank God. And when they were younger, I took each and every one of them on a Sunday on a bicycle ride. And we would just go, one child and myself. And I would ask the question, so how was your week? Where are things? What was going on? And what is happening? With the ability to understand what's going on, with the ability to be with them, the ability to communicate, it gave me a perspective of where they were standing. And at any given time, I would do those things either throughout the week and also on the Sundays. So that I had the opportunity to speak to every single child on a personal one-on-one basis as the father, trying to figure out what was going on in their lives. Now, of course, when they were babies, there was no need for that. All they had to do was be changed, be fed, and be put to bed. As they grew up, however, they needed more time. By breaking down the issues that you're having, you'll have a better understanding of what's going on and deal with it. And the third one is get it done. If you made a decision that you're going to speak to the office manager or that you're going to meet with the landlord who's asking you for the money, just write it down. Once you made the appointment and say, okay, I'm going to meet you, Mr. Smith, at 4 o'clock next Wednesday. Okay, fine. So now you have several days until next Wednesday. You meet them. That's it. Put that aside. Take it out of your mind. So 9 words which are critical to the betterment of your life. Break it down, write it down, get it done. That's as simple as that. All right. Good luck to you, and I hope this answered your question. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification bell to get my latest update.